HART Sapphire Series 2022, round 4, fourth year in this amazing competition. We are at Nissan Arena for the last game of 4 that we've commentated today, and it is 7th versus 8th. All the games today have been the teams above each other have been playing each other, so this is 7th versus 8. QUT Netball and the Wildcats. They're both 0-3. Both had some narrow losses, so it's surprising that that's where they are on the ladder. But it is going to be an absolute belter of a game with everything to play for. Both teams looking to get their season started. We thank you for joining us through either the Sapphire Series YouTube channel or HART Sapphire Series Facebook page. If you're joining us on Facebook, don't forget you can drop us a line, ask us a question, anything like that. Tell us where you are watching from. My name's Dave Mills. I've commentated 3 today. This is my 4th. I'm joined in commentary by Kelly Harrison. Kel, how's this game looking?
Yeah, this one's going to be another even match. We've had 3 great games today, so I'm looking forward to this one as well because both teams are, haven't got the win yet, so both will be pushing for it.
So we're a couple of minutes away from the start, and I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this great game is taking place, the Turrbal and Jagera people, and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people watching today. So team lists are in, and we have been handed them rather late today, so let's go through it. A couple of changes for the Wildcats. They're coached by Megan Lynch. The manager is Amanda Guy. The shooter is Chloe Bingham. Josie Bingham, her sister, and goal attack. There's been a switch in the mids, so Courtney Baird's going to wing attack, Jess Donnelly to the centre. Talia Evans has come in at wing defence. Hayley Geyer is goal defence. Leniana Rennie is goalkeeper. Leaves a bench of Ali War, Kayla Anderson and Brittany Mould. So a few changes in the midcourt for them. QUT Netball, the big in for them, well, it's not really an in. It's just that Alicia Adams is able to play a full game. She's been injured for the first 3 rounds. She played limited minutes last week, and she is joined by Maddie Grant. Keisha Grant, no relation, is the wing attack. Helena Veve, the captain and centre. Chloe Litherland is the wing defence. Danielle Taylor, goal defence. Lily Gribble, the keeper. Leaves a subs bench of Hannah Lesage, Madison Davies and Isabel Shearer. Umpires for this one, Kimberly Foreman, Cara Wennerbaum. Of course, she's just been promoted to the board of Netball Queensland, and Nicola Stevens is the sub. If you're looking at your screen at the moment, you'll notice that the 2 teams are forming. This is the Pride round, and the 2 teams are getting together. And they're just going to say a bit of passages, and if you're interested, what they're saying is, we stand here in the circle, united in support of the 2022 HART Sapphire Series inaugural year of Pride Round. Rainbows, ribbons and flags are a symbol for Pride Round, but this round is more than that. This round is to further support and celebrate the diversity and inclusion within netball and the wider community. Whilst we are doing great in this space, there is always room to do better. Netball is a sport for everyone, no matter who you are. You're welcome here, you belong here, and you are valued here. Let's keep creating safe and welcoming space for our sport and our people. So that's nice of the players. They took that on themselves, came up with that passage, and they asked me to read it out to them. And so I have done that for you in case you're curious as to what that circle was. So, Kelly, everything's in readiness.
Yes, we're ready to go.
Actually, it looks like we haven't had a coin toss. They're going in to work out who's getting the centre pass. We've got 1:23 to go. Who are you thinking is going to win this one?
Well, it's,
and why?
Okay. So,
and by how much?
And by how much? Yeah, so, it is, they're both going to be gunning for that win. QUT, they've been up and down a little bit. They've had a couple of games where the shooters, there was one game there where shooters were all off. I think the Wildcats have been building nicely, and, I'm going to go for the Wildcats by 8.
Wildcats by 8. I'm going QUT, and I hate to say it, I think it could be a big margin. Alicia Adams is back. I think that'll give the young shooters, a lot of confidence, Maddie Grant and Hannah Lesage. And I think you'll see the best of those 2 today. And that'll just probably get the win for the QUT side. Now, these teams have played twice. QUT won both times. QUT only second year in the competition. The last time they played, it was round 14, 24th of July. And QUT 72 took care of the Wildcats 35. Last week, QUT took on the Tigers. They lost that one by 2, 43-41, and the Wildcats played the Thunder, and Thunder won that one 67-48. Matchups for you, Kel. I've got Liliana Rennie on Alicia Adams. I think that's the key. If Adams wins that, then it goes a long way for QUT having success.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. So, but yeah, I love watching Courtney Baird in the mid, like in wing attack. So, I want to watch that between her and Chloe Litherland. see how that plays out.
Of course, the Ferrari in at centre, Helena Veve, and she is class personified. And almost a hell ball off the first centre pass. Late run there by Baird. So she was trying to get people going. Donnelly with it, looks in. And we've got a hell ball. Well, we nearly had one off the very first centre pass. Of course, Lily Gribble on, that's another matchup on Chloe Bingham. Bingham coming down from the Thunder for this year, joining her sister at Wildcats.
Yeah.
And Lily Gribble, one of the best players with the most hang time in the defensive end we've seen.
I think Gribble does well against a holding shooter, so seeing how Chloe tends to hold a lot more, yeah, I think Gribble's gonna get some intercepts there.
So first pass gets into Adams, and she makes no mistake. And it'll be interesting to see if Adams gets off the ground. Like, she was on the court last week, played about just over half the game, about 33, 34 minutes.
Yeah, she was on limited time, we felt, and yeah, there wasn't a lot of jumping off the ground, but as we can see,
that's positive.
yeah, she's obviously rehabbing really well.
So 2 straight to QUT, and they are on the board and looking to climb the ladder. I think you could have won lotto if you thought that the QUT side was going to be at the bottom after 3 rounds. But injury and a few players unavailable has made it a bit tricky for them. Of course, Alita Veve was ill one game, so she missed one as well. So Keisha Grant with it now. She fires it down, finds the goal attack in Grant.
Oh, the one-handed take.
She does that better than anyone else in the league, the one-handed take. Reminds me of the Statue of Liberty. It's
looks pretty cool.
Beautiful. So,
looks pretty cool.
So back with Donnelly. She fires across Baird. Have to go back. Evans gets it. They eventually get it to the shooter in Chloe Bingham. Leaning back, shoots, and it rings out. Sister keeps it in. Only manages to throw it as far as Chloe Liveland. Grant with it. Down they go. There's the Ferrari. Oh, nice pass into the space for Adams. And again, another give and go with there. And Alita gets a shooter under the ring, totally confident, just goes back to the center circle. Alicia's not going to miss that, she says.
Yeah.
Great fast start here to QUT, 4-1.
With those shooting percentage stats, so you'd back that every time, I guess.
You would indeed. Of course, she was the #1 shooter by percentage in the league. Grant smiles. I think she knows that wasn't a pass, it was a shot.
Oh, it was a pass. We'll give her that one, come on.
5-1, QUT, you're too soft, girl. And we've got a call here. Oh, an offensive foul on Baird. That's a coach killer if ever I've seen one. You're struggling a little bit, you get a centre pass and then you give it away.
Yep.
That hurts. And when you give it to Alicia Adams, she's going to score 9 times out of 10. And I know that because she shot 90.5% last year.
Yes.
So,
you've got the facts to back it up.
I do indeed. It's a sad life I live.
Hey, I work in data, so I'm all about the numbers, so I love it.
See, I sadly love a good spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I really do. It's sad to say, but I love a spreadsheet. So.
Macros and...
I'm doing fancy formulas that mean nothing, but I just put them in there anyway. So I had a job years ago working in accounts, and all I had to do was basically just run this spreadsheet. Best job I ever had.
Oh, God.
Loved it. So back with...
What do you say to me? You need to get out more.
Yeah, I really need to get out more. If anyone's out there, if you need some friends, give me a call, drop me a message through Facebook.
Yeah, that's it.
And speaking of Facebook, we are gone live. So last week's Hidden Gem winner, who was it? Do you know? Josie Bingham, I believe. The Hidden Gem from last week. Don't forget, if you join our social media pages, the HART Sapphire series, and you follow us.
Josie Bingham, speaking of, just a fantastic shot from range.
You get to vote on it. It is purely picked by the
Oh, Rennie, great contest.
So back with Alicia Adams. Turns and she shoots. Goal number 8 for QUT. I think that would be 8 straight for her as well, is it?
Yeah, I
8
don't,
straight.
yeah.
Only one miss to the goal attack in Grant. Oh, there's a loose pass. Taylor nearly got that. Back it goes. They're struggling a little bit here to get it down. They finally find Baird. Baird looking in the corner. And we've got a push off here on Bingham.
Well, we've seen that a fair bit, you know, the focus on the umpires, you know, on the shooters coming through with contact. So we've seen that a fair bit so far this series.
We have indeed. So lots of support for QUT. And one of their Ruby training partners, Yasmin Selwood, is watching. She loves the QUT. Won the premiership last year in the GBNL and has got herself promoted into the Ruby squad. So Yasmin, coach of last year, lovely player. 9-3, QUT lead it by 6. They've started beautifully. A big loose pass thrown right over to Baird in the pocket. She finds the shooter. The Bingham sisters are in there. Chloe, that is, the shooter.
Another offensive contact.
That's 2 in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether a timeout will happen soon.
Maddie Grant finds Veve, and Veve quite easily finds Alicia Adams. They're going back for a obstruction call. In super shot range, does she shoot it? She does, and makes no mistake. Maddie Grant.
Great shot.
The 2 young shooters, Grant and Lesage, I think they're going to have a really big day today because the confidence of having Alicia Adams in the circle.
Yes.
And she's moving much better than she was earlier in the season. I think that'll just give them so much confidence.
Yeah.
Sort of what we see with Riley Burns, huge today, with Charlie Bell in there. You know,
she had a great game, Burns. Yeah.
We'll keep you up to date with all the scores a bit later. So back it goes. 11-3, they lead it by 8. And we've got a contact call here on Littleland. Fires across Donnelly, top of the circle, wants the ball. And, oh!
Danny Taylor.
I thought she had it.
Yeah.
Umpire takes it off her. And nice shot there from Chloe Bingham. They're coming back now, the Wildcats. They cut it back to 7.
Yeah, if they just keep it clean down that end and, you know, watch how they're pushing into the circle, then, yeah, they should be able to convert.
So Keisha Grant finds Alicia Adams, and she makes no mistake, 12-4. And we are back with the Wildcats now. Nice give and go here. Bingham does well. Sorry, Baird, my apologies,
Baird,
as well.
Yeah.
And again, we've got this time it's on Josie Bingham, I think. Yeah, both the Bingham sisters getting pinged for the push off.
Just, questioning the umpire. I mean, she's going to have to adjust.
So Liliani Rennie could have come out and had a crack at that, but she thought she'd contact on Grant, so pulled out. And QUT cruising at the moment, 13-4. Swinging across there with it, nowhere to go. When in doubt, throw it up to Alicia Adams. Not a bad play, that. And,
yeah, if it works every time.
They lead it by 10. We've played on just on 8 minutes, nearly 9. Bingham to the pocket. Can't find their shooters at the moment. It's struggle street for the Wildcats getting it into that circle. So Bingham turns, she shoots, she gets it. When they get the ball, they look great on the shot. It's
yeah,
just getting it to them at the moment.
shooting is great. Yeah, it's getting it in there, and that's the pressure I think Gribble is providing.
So Adams turns, shoots, she scores 15-5, difference of 10. And we're back with Donnelly getting us underway. Bingham in the corner. Sister to sister pass, or shooter to shooter, however you want to call it.
Yep.
That one's short. Lily Gribble.
Got her fingers to it.
Just got enough on it to put the shot off. Taylor, the big drive across the court on the angle. Beautiful play by her. There with it. They lead it by 10. QUT Netball. Oh, that one misdirected. I think she thought Adams was going to drive into the space. She propped. So Liliani Rennie will get us going again. Back it goes with obstruction call here. Ali War wants it, doesn't get it. Did a nice drive. Bingham chose not to get it to her. Again,
great use of the middle channel there. Everybody punching through the centre.
Can you do that, Kel? Can you punch?
Punch through.
You can.
Come through, yes.
All right, then.
drive through.
Nice work here.
Oh! I don't think she believed she even touched that herself.
It was a great effort. So, Grant.
Second air ball. No, I think that was a shot as well. I'm not giving her that one, but yeah.
So, Wildcats get us underway. QT scored 16, still nearly 5 to play in the first. Long shot by Bingham, misses. Chloe, that is. Little and give and go with Taylor. Now to the Ferrari. Looks down, finds Littleland. Loose pass, it's picked off. And we've got a replay call on Evans. Late inclusion into the side. This is a big shot for Alicia Adams. And Rennie probably shouldn't have fouled there. Got to stay clean when you finally get Adams to take a one from distance. You want to stay clean in case she misses.
That's right.
17-6, margin 11. Grant in the corner, in the pocket, looking for someone. Finds the other Grant, and that is Maddie. And they get it eventually to Alicia Adams. Turns, shoots, and scores.
I think Rennie's doing a great job of getting her feet around. It's super hard against Alicia Adams, who holds her body position well.
So Baird does well off the centre pass. Taylor out of play.
We've got Kayla Anderson on in shooter.
So that is means Chloe being gone to the bench. Anderson to shooter. She misses her first. So a lot of whistle at the moment. Wildcats need to tidy it up. And we got it again, this time on Josie Bingham. Every pass at the moment attracting some whistle.
Just got to keep their hands out.
Keep your hands out of the cookie jar,
That's
Kel.
right.
That's what my mum used to say. Keep your hands out of the cookie jar. So Adams beautifully drives to the base. Turns, shoots, scores. Goal number 19. We've still got 3 to play in the first quarter. QUT a little bit in cruise control at the moment. That's a really bad pass, but they get the luck of the call. And again, Adams under pressure from the loose pass. Coach Paul Stewart doesn't want to see these sort of things creep into their game.
Yeah.
She wants a performance.
That's right. You got to keep it clean. So
back it goes. Wildcats, they're working hard in the offense. They just can't hit their targets at the moment.
Courtney Baird is doing some amazing work there for them, but just struggling to get it in there at the moment.
Danielle Taylor, we've talked about her all season. She's the underrated defender in the comp. There she did brilliantly. So Grant steps in, needs one, hits the front of the ring again. So unfortunately couldn't get her own rebound. So is this the start of the Wildcats comeback? They're down by 14. 2 to play in the first. Long ball in. Cross court, Anderson. Shooters, no one at home. And falls away. Josie Bingham, she scores. So here they go. Wildcats center now. It's not actually, I was wrong. It's with QUT. So it's just a Mizuno momentum changer.
Yes.
Adams does well, protects the space beautifully.
Well, she's looking in form, Adams, isn't she? I mean, she's, compared to last week where she wasn't able to jump, and I guess that was under orders. So she's taking her rehab seriously. But, yeah, today she's looking great.
Yeah, and I think that the injury took a while. I think it was about 8 weeks for her to actually recover from the injury.
Yeah.
So they haven't trained with her a lot. So that's why it's all a little bit scrappy the last few games, but it seems to be starting to click now. So just looking ahead, QUT playing Titans next week. That'll be a huge game.
Game of the round?
Oh, I don't know about that. Let me check. Oh, some pretty good ones. Thunder and Cougars is a good one.
All of
Tigers and Rays. And Jets and Mog. Yeah, they're all good.
They're all good, yeah.
The competition is evening up. So into the pocket, Veve just on.
Adams wasn't ready for it.
Okay, Grant, she needs a settler.
There you
and
go.
Gets it. If you just look at her hand there, she really, it's not
curves.
straight. It curves, it does. Hence, that's probably why I think she's hitting the ring a lot. That's a step, but we'll play on. And we go back to Litherland. They call her for the... No, it's not on Litherland. It's on Baird.
Contact on Baird, yeah.
Courtney Baird, the former Cougar, not happy with that. So nothing going the way of the Wildcats today. 10 seconds left. They've scored 23 in the first quarter. Adams from range. Nothing but net. Alicia Adams, a brilliant first quarter.
Cannot be stopped from anywhere.
So she had a ridiculous amount of shots. She hits 20 out of 21. And that is a great first quarter in favour of the QUT side. And they have absolutely dominated all facets of the game, Kel.
Yeah, so, yeah, QUT have come out and started really, really well. I just think the pressure from Wildcats isn't there at the moment. The defensive pressure down the court, it's a little bit too easy for QUT. Yep.
So it is indeed. So HART Sports, the naming rights sponsor of this whole tournament. It's a great tournament. They're fourth year with us. We thank them for their support. Of course, if you need any sporting equipment, they've been supplying Queensland for 30 years now. Kel and I, we both use them for all our netball coaching gear. So if you want to get on, there they are. They've just popped up on the sign. And they are a great supporter of netball in Queensland. Half time, a quarter time, it's 24-7 in favour of QUT. We're back straight after this. Welcome back. It's game 4 in the HART Sapphire series for round 4, and we have got the Wildcats taking on the QUT netball side. And at the moment, we're here at Nissan Arena. The rain has stopped. That's pleasing, and it is all QUT at the moment. They lead this one 24-7. They jumped out of the blocks ridiculously fast, and they have maintained the pressure for the whole quarter. So they are looking pretty solid at the moment, the QUT side. The big in for them, well, not really an in, but someone who's now playing full minutes, Alicia Adams, and that's made a huge difference to them. Just a lot of confidence feeding the circle. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Kel Harrison. Kel, it's all QUT at the moment.
Yeah, it's all orange right now. I think Wildcats have quite a bit to do to get back in the game. So cleaning up those unforced errors as well as applying that defensive pressure will get them there.
So you've got the stats there in front of you. You can't see. You haven't got your
No,
glasses.
I've got to put my glasses on.
Well, that's
I can't
awkward,
see,
isn't it?
Yeah.
So turnover-wise, the total turnovers for the Wildcats is 11. QUT have turned over only 5. So that's impressive by them. Adams Tahara, 20 out of 21 at 95%. Goal attack was Maddie Grant for that one, and she got 4 out of 7 at 57. Up the other end, the combined shooters are 5 out of 10, and the goal attack is 2 out of 2. That was Josie Bingham. So Liliana Rennie turns it over, and unfortunately they can't control it here. Looks like Brittany Moult's come on at the centre. So Donnelly's gone to wing attack for them. And yeah, by all means, drop us a line. As Tina Metcalf actually says, where is the Tigers v Thunder game? I can tell you it was an absolute cracker.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it. It was a KO game, so it'll pop up on our YouTube channel a little bit later. So as soon as we get the go-ahead from KO, I think they 24 hours, isn't it? Something
Yeah,
KO have it.
something like that.
Exclusive,
yeah.
and then it pops up on our YouTube channel.
Or
But
you can go to KO.
KO freebies.
Yeah, freebies.
And you can watch it anytime you want.
Yep.
So clash of bodies there, Donnelly and Grant. At pace, Donnelly out
Keisha
of play.
Grant got around 3 people then.
So I'm not surprised. She's one of the quickest in the comp. So Adams can't keep it in. Went up with the one hand that we admire so much.
Yes.
Couldn't pull that one in.
That's the risk. That's the risk.
So don't forget, next week we're on the road, Kel.
We are.
Saturday we're here at Nissan, so that's not really on the road. That's for Titans versus QUT. I'm looking forward to that one.
Down the road.
But then we head Caloundra at 2 p.m. We've got the Tigers taking on the Mendy Rays. At 4, we're at Ipswich, a home game for the Jets as they take on the Wildcats. And then we have a 6 o'clock game USC Thunder taking on the Cougars. That's Sunday next week. Tickets at HARTSapphireSeries.com.au.
Oh, what a great contest there, unfortunately, for Wildcats, but Lily Gribble came up with the ball.
So Chloe Bingham's gone back to shooter. Josie Bingham to the bench. Anderson at goal attack for the Wildcats. And it's 25-9. That's not the time. It's actually the score, 25-9. Wildcats lead this one 2-1 at the moment. Liliana Rennie, she's got the work cut out on Alicia Adams.
Wildcats have had a few opportunities. They just need to bring it down and convert.
So Donnelly looks in, finds Anderson. That was behind. It does well to pull it in. Brittany Mould on the fly. She's been with this club forever. Do we call her a veteran yet, Brittany Mould? Or was that rude?
Maybe, not yet. I don't think she's at veteran age yet.
10 years plus with the club.
Oh,
it's a long time.
It's impressive. It is pretty good.
So QUT, they've had their shooting rows. They've only scored 113 in the first 3 games of the season. And the Wildcats have scored 150. So QUT looking to address that. And with Adams Tahara playing, Alicia Adams playing a lot more, that will be addressed very quickly. There with it. Looks in, nowhere to go. Does she find Adams? She does. And Adams with a nice split gets herself close to the hoop. Shoots and scores. Goal 26. It's 26-9. Back with there. Nice take there by Grant. That had some hops on it. A little bit of herbs and spices, as you call them.
A little bit of heat.
Into the pocket. Oh, is it Liliana Rennie's ball? No, it isn't. Grant gets it. Battle of the youngsters there. Lots of support for QUT on the chat.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking? Tell us the margin. And there's no prize for the closest.
That's right.
You'll just have our admiration. Chloe Littleland.
Oh, it still kept it in.
The former Thunder captain. Brilliant there. But Alicia Adams couldn't keep it in. And the turnover gets straight back in the hands of the Wildcats. Again, loose pass here. Donnelly looks down, finds Anderson. She's done well since she's been on. There's not a lot to Anderson. She's a slight little thing.
Very quick, though.
And in the backspace, but the hang time specialist, Lily Gribble, just said, I'll have that all day. Oh, flick pass.
Oh, behind the back.
Grant, a little bit of touch from football skills there. Back it goes, there, looking into the pocket. Finds Grant to Grant. Adams wants the ball, doesn't get it. Again, she offers, the shot misses. QUT shooters, they're still having a little bit of trouble, the youngsters.
Yeah.
So 5 from 9 now for Grant at 56%. Back it goes, Donnelly with the ball, looks in, can't find anyone, has to go to Mould. Brilliant play there.
Great work by Chloe.
Chloe Bingham gets herself nice and close.
Just needs a settling shot, there you go.
That's the shot she needed, 10-27. The margin 17, QUT in control at the moment. Brilliant play there, Adams, that is classic QUT netball. As clear as you like, she scores. And we have a margin of 18, and now we've got a break. Well, if the coach wasn't looking for the razor blades now, she really is.
Yeah.
So,
I guess Coach Lynch will take some deep breaths in.
That's a massive coach killer for Megan Lynch.
Yeah.
And Taylor with it, looks down, finds Littleland. She's fitted into this club beautifully since she's come on board. Gets thrown away.
I think that was meant for Maddie Grant then, but yeah, just in the wrong position.
Ali Wall gets it. Back with Baird. Looks for Mould and finds her. Now they find Bingham. Doesn't want to shoot from there. Anderson calls for it. Nice play by Anderson. She did well, drew a defender with her.
Yeah.
That opened up for Bingham. We saw a lot of that in the last game.
Yes.
And this one here was pretty impressive as well.
I think Bingham, I mean, if she just turns and shoots rather than, I think they're sort of mucking around with it a little bit too much, like pushing it out of the circle, trying to get it back in, and they can't get it back in. I mean, it worked that time, but she needs to back herself and just shoot it.
Adams shoots and scores. Goal 29. We're not even at, and we've got a timeout. I think it'll be timeout. Looks like it's QUT have called it. I thought maybe the Wildcats. But no, definitely QUT. Looks like they might be making a change at GA. Hannah Lesage is wearing the bib. She's also holding 2 water bottles, so maybe she's just watering the horses, so to speak.
Yes.
So,
yep.
QUT, do you say much if you're the coach? What would Paul Stewart be saying?
I don't know what you would have to say, because I think
be the ball.
Yeah,
say be the ball.
Be the ball.
Be the ball.
Go home, ball.
Be the ball. That's what you could really say in this situation.
Yeah,
Earlier today, we had 3 games, and they have all been brilliant. First up, we had the USQ Jets taking on the Mendy Rays, and if you haven't seen that one, make sure you watch it. The Rays led for 3/4 almost of the game. Jets, as they have done every week, have come from behind. They are the comeback kids. They work hard and they're very fit, and they got the chocolates in the end, 47-41. Then we had a top of the table clash, the 2 undefeated teams, Cougars, Titans. Cougars looking to keep their 22-0 record, looking for their 22nd consecutive win over 3 years. Titans, they started the season beautifully. They were 3-0.
Yep.
They won the first quarter. They were looking sharp, and the Cougars just a little bit of experience in the end. Got them, and they won that one by 10, 55-45. And the most entertaining game I think I've seen this season, USC Thunder took on the Tigers. Thunder were in control. They won the first quarter 18-9. And it looked like it was going to be, this is going to get a bit ugly for the Tigers. Someone forgot to tell the Tigers that, because they came back so strong.
Fighting. It was incredible to watch.
And the Thunder kept playing well, and that became a 1-goal thriller at one stage. And just in the last 6 or 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, the Thunder, they moved Ava Black to center. And that seemed to make all the difference that we saw. And and they brought on a new wing defence in Cohen, and it just gave them a little bit of fresh legs through the middle, and they got that one by 9, 56-47. But make sure you watch that one back. That was a really good game, and Kel gets very excited in it.
It was exciting.
So 29-12 here, QUT in control. And Grant fires it into the backspace. Adams says, I'll have that. Hits the front of the ring, and Liliana Rennie inexplicably just knocks it out of her hands. So Rennie and War are in the back. Mole trying to get something happening for a team. Anderson with the pace, doesn't get it. Opens it up for Donnelly though, which is nice. And back we go. Baird at wing defence. Mould looks in, nothing on, has to go back. They're doing that a lot. Gribble hits the deck. And we've got again.
Contact.
They've called that a lot today.
Yeah.
I think that's Bingham's 3rd one. That's Chloe Bingham. And that time it was the hands the umpire calling it for. Veve to the pocket, finds Grant. And Maddie Grant drives around, doesn't get it. Does well though. Adams, she got caught for the push off. So,
both ends.
Call of the day is pushing off for shooters. We've had a few of them across the games. And if you're a defender, you'd probably be saying that's been happening for years. So nice to see the umpires picking up on it.
Finally, we have our time.
It is. If you're a defender, coming back. So Mould with it, Veve out of play. Veve, of course, training partner with the Firebirds. Ooh, contact on here, Bingham. But no call, it's just a throw-in. Anderson. Bingham creating space for herself. It goes to, Donnelly has to chase it down. Nice pass in there.
Yeah, that was a great move.
Chloe Bingham steps back, she scores. So back to 17. It's been as much as 19, so they're fighting hard here, the Wildcats. The margin was 17 at quarter time, so they've they're maintaining goal for goal at the moment. Grant drives around the circle, gets it now, fires it across to, looks like Maddie Davies has come on at wing attack. She has. And Keisha Grant to the bench.
Well-earned rest.
And Davies finds
Rennie.
Adams.
I mean, Rennie's challenging. She's getting up there. It's just,
She's one of our young up-and-coming goal keepers.
Yep.
Made the 17s Australian team, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
So
19s.
19s,
yeah.
My apologies, 19s.
19s.
Liliana Rennie, big raps on her. Big raps on Ash Irvin. Big raps on a lot of great players in this league. Across to Donnelly. Donnelly looks in, finds Bingham. Does she turn and shoot? No, she works around. Mould. Anderson getting a bit lost at the moment. Taylor monstering her.
Great work on the refeed there to Bingham.
Falls to Bingham.
Yeah.
So Of course, all the stats today, they're being done by Riley. She's doing a sports and exercise science degree, and part of that is to do the stats, so we thank her for her excellent work. So there's usually another partner with her, but I believe the partner's sick, so it's just poor old Riley today.
By herself, yes.
And we look at the stats right now.
Bring in the stats that you can see, because I can't.
Those aren't that much better. So QUT, Adams keeps this amazing shooting stat up, 26 out of 28. She's at 93. Goal attacks combined. No, it's just been the one goal attack, and that's Ryan, 5 from 9 at 56. Probably wants to get that up a little. And at the other end, the shooters combined, 12 out of 19 for the Wildcats, and the goal attack 2 from 2. So, turnovers, total turnovers. Wildcats only 17 and QUT only 13, so not a lot of turnovers.
No.
So back with Grant, fires it across. Brilliant work. Oh. Bad contact call on Davies.
Great push there by Bear. She's really dynamic. I love watching her play.
So we've got we want something here from the ball girl.
Ball girl,
wants
yeah.
the sponge.
The towel.
Getting the sponge out. Just want to say, that glass shot by Grant was beautiful. That's what she's renowned for. And she's done really well there. The margin, unfortunately, 18 for the Wildcats. They've got all the work to do. You're going to have a crack at these stats, are you?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you want me to hold it back? Do you want me to hold it over here?
From the other side of the stadium, please.
Join us on the socials, like many people are. It's Anisha Merrick. Oh, there's Joe Webb. They're all watching at the moment, so you can drop us a comment, anything you want to say. Questions, we've got 2 of the best coaches in the world sitting in here.
No.
We'll answer all your questions.
I don't mind saying I've got my old plates on. It's okay. at this, yeah, not at this level just yet.
Nice drive by Anderson there. She gets the goal as well. So the margin's sticking around the 17. So QUT not pulling away after the first quarter. You thought they were going to really put a real big score on. Bear looks in, finds Adams.
It's a lot better defensive pressure there by Wildcats, so if they can keep that up.
Just need some turnover ball.
Yeah.
Goal for goal's not going to do it when you're 18 down. And looks like we've got to change at the wing attack spot. That is Josie Bingham now. So she's going to wing attack. Anderson stays on at goal attack. Bingham with the ball now. Does she throw to her sister? She does. Chloe rips it in, draws the contact. Doesn't want to shoot from there. Goes across Mould. Back to Bingham. Nice play here. QUT keep it in. That was an incredible chase. We say it every week. She's underrated.
Yeah.
So drove hard for that and pulled it in. Flicked it back to her teammate. And QUT in control again.
It's not just the pressure that she applies to the ball. It's the way she brings the ball down and then is always available for that next pass. It's really beautiful.
So Grant trying to get her confidence back. A couple of lean weeks. That one hits the front of the ring again. I think it's the release of the ball.
Yeah.
Again, in the wrong position, if you ask me. But no one does. Coach Paula Stewart's all over it, I'm sure. But if you want me to come and have a look, I will. Back it goes. Wall with it, fires it down. Anderson does well, finds Bingham, but the contest in the air. And
no control of the ball.
Oh, Veve! And just went offside. That was brilliant by her. We've had a change at goalkeeper. That looks like Isabel Shearer on. It is indeed. So Isabel Shearer is gone to goalkeeper. Lily Gribble to the bench. Veve coming off.
Footwork.
Veve has come off, and Grant, Keisha Grant, that is, has gone in at centre. So a bit of a new look QUT side at the moment. We've got a timeout here. What's that for?
There's a footwork call.
Yep, so Anderson can only pass.
Oh.
And Shearer picks it up and forces it to Grant, and it's a turnover again, this time in the favour of QUT. Obstruction call here. They're getting frustrated here, the QUT, the Wildcat side.
They have to be careful because along with that comes errors. So, oh, great work.
That was brilliant work there. Ali War picked that off nicely and continues the ball down the court. Bingham with it. Oh, she throws to the feet of... Was that Taylor? It was. Taylor's all over it again. Does Taylor ever have a bad match? She got tackled there.
Yeah.
No call from umpire Winterbomb, so it's with So the ball girl, probably the smallest ball girl we've ever seen. I saw you talking to them. Do you know where they're from?
She's adorable. Yes, they're from Jim Boomba Netball Association. So shout out to Jim Boomba.
So they provide the ball girl. Oh, loose hand, slipped through. Bad. The ball's slippery at the moment. Again, we've got an offside call here, this time on Josie Bingham. And it goes back with the little ball girl again. She's climbing through the corporate boxes.
Earning her money or her chocolate that she's going to get.
Is that what they get? They get a chocky?
Maybe.
Who knows? Something healthy, I hope. Maybe an apple.
Maybe.
Oh, Ali Wall, brilliant. Look, for all money that was going in. Ali Wall got up there. She gets it. She's working hard at the moment. And they throw it away.
Wow. Trying to beat the buzzer.
So the QUT side, they only win this one by 1. So they were 24-7. It's now 33-15. So it was a 9-8 quarter. So a low scorer. Yeah. Bit of turnover ball in that one.
A lot better, yeah. Like QUT, had little pockets of goodness there. So yeah. So I think if they can continue, they might bring back some of that margin.
Half a game to go, and it's QUT by 18. Third quarter action coming up straight after this.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in the game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Welcome back to Nissan Arena for this round 4, game 4 in the HART Sapphire series for 2022. It is HSS number 4, version 4, and we've got two teams down the bottom of the table battling this one out. It's 7th versus 8th. Wildcats in 7th. They take on QUT in 8th, and that sort of doesn't reflect what the score is at the moment. QUT have come out firing. They won the first quarter 24-7. That one was a lot tighter, 9-8, but they still command a huge lead, 33-15, a margin of 18. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Super Coach from McGregor Netball. You laughed.
Yeah, well.
Kel Harrison. Kel, it's been all QUT right from the get-go, yeah?
Yeah, it has. Wildcats, they've got a bit of an uphill climb now to try and catch back in this third quarter. So let's see if that momentum changes.
So Coach Paula Stewart and her team, Caitlin Evans, Ricky Dodd, he's the scholarship coach. Caitlin Evans, the specialist coach, managed by Nora Misser. I reckon she's doing a bit of coaching as well. They'd be pretty pleased with that at the moment, as would be Red Hill Physiotherapy. They've got Alicia Adams back on the court, and RHP have done a great job. She was out for a while, but she's looking like she never had an injury, Kel.
Yeah, she's moving really well, and jumping for the ball and getting some into some great positions, and obviously the shooting stats are amazing.
Well, Alicia Adams, 27 from 29 at 93. That's above her season average from last year. Goal attack was Madison Grant. She ran that one all game, and she was 6 out of 10 at 60. Up the other end, the goal attacks of 3 from 3 combined. That's, Bigham and Anderson. And the shooting is 12 from 19, so that's only 22 shots, which for half a netball is not a lot. What else we got there? We've got some stats here. QUT centre pass, they've scored off 23 out of 25 at 92%. That's huge. And the QUT turnover gain, 11 out of 23, so they're pretty happy with that at 48. Actually, I don't think Coach Stewart would be happy with that. She probably won that up. You're looking for at least 60 on that. Yeah. So that's every time you get a turnover, you want to make sure that you're scoring off at least 60% of them.
Yes.
So they've only scored off 11. The Wildcats, they have created 18 turnovers, only scored off 7, so at 39%. So that'd be why the margin is big as it is. But having said that, like at 24-7, I think both of us were feeling this could blow out massively.
Yeah, it
but
hasn't,
the
though.
Wildcats have stopped the rot,
Second
so
quarter.
to speak.
Yeah, it was pretty even that second quarter.
Exactly.
So
They didn't win it, but 9-8, so they fought hard. Don't forget, you get a chance to vote. Josie Bingham was our hidden gem last week. She was the winner. You get a chance to vote on that about Wednesday or Thursday of the week. They put up 4 names, and you vote, and the winner of it gets announced at the next round. So go to our Facebook page, HART Sapphire Series, or you can do it on Instagram, Sapphire Series Netball. And if you want to watch these games back or any of the others, or there's quite a back catalogue there. You get to hear my dulcet tones for the last 3 years. Go to Sapphire Series on the YouTube channel. News, views, interviews, tickets. That's the big one. You've got to get tickets for most of these venues. SapphireSeries.com.au. So next week's shaping up to be a pretty big week, Kel.
yeah, some more exciting games we've got going on.
So we start, of course, on the Saturday. It's Titans versus QUT. So they'll be second. Titans have dropped to second, possibly third. I haven't got the percentages right in front of me. So either second or third, taking on probably seventh. But QUT, they're back. They're clearly back with Adams Tahara. I keep saying Adams Tahara. Sorry, I apologise. It's just Adams, Alicia Adams. And she is, she's back in form. And looks like she's going to get Hannah Sage with her for the second half. So obviously Coach Stewart has decided half for Grant, half for Sage. Let's get them back in form. So that'll be good. And then, of course, on Sunday, we've got 3 games. Tigers, who are sitting in 4th. They're taking on the Mendy Rays, who are in 5th. No, they'll be in 6th, actually. And USQ Jets, they're the Smokies at the moment, just sneaking up the ladder.
Yeah.
They're taking on the Wildcats.
Kind of like the underdogs there, just,
And this could be the match of the round. The USC Thunder taking on the Cougars from USC Stadium. So that'll be a big match. Cougars looking for win 23. And Thunder, they were impressive today, impressive last week. So they'll be looking for 3 straight. So back we go. And it's turnover straight away. So we've got some changes, Kel. Looks like Chloe Littleland's gone in at centre. And of course, Hannah Sage is at goal attack. And Shearer's still at keeper with Danielle Taylor at goal defence. Veve has gone to wing defence. So I love her playing there.
Yeah.
What about Wildcats? You got some changes there?
Yeah, so we've got, Chloe Bingham's come to goal attack and Anderson is in goal shooter now. So I think they're just trying to change things up and get things moving.
So a little bit of height probably there at the goal attack space.
Yeah.
Chloe Bingham quite tall. So Davies, nowhere to go. She has to go back. Veve back to Davies. They're interplaying at the moment. And Adams turns, she shoots, she scores. It's a great play by her. And it is with QUT, 34-16.
Rennie.
Rennie came out. Chloe Bingham ran into her and copped one right across the snout, I think. Yeah, she is. It's on the nose.
Yeah, she's got blood.
Might have some blood coming out of that. Rennie just went for the ball, missed the ball, got the face. And Littleland is coming off. Of course, with the blood, you can't bleed onto your uniform or the bib or anything like that. So it looks like Veve is going to come in at centre. And is Gribble going back to keeper?
Yes. And then wing defence.
We need a wing defence at the moment. Isabel Shearer to wing defence, perhaps?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the changes. Littleland's gone straight to stop the bleeding from the snoz. She's with the trainer now. Got the tissue up.
It's the second, not just a stinger this one though, but it's the second nose incident
Protect your noses, people.
That's right.
So Bingham with it, fires it to Anderson.
Great pick up by Anderson.
Again, Bingham with the fake to no one. And every time she gets the ball, she just fakes the pass. I'm not sure why. I'd be better off just releasing first time.
Yeah.
And that pass to no one. Sage, no chance of getting that.
I think she thought that Adams was coming around behind to pick that ball up, but maybe not.
So Ali Wall with it, looks down. She's tried hard today. So has Baird.
Baird, yeah.
You can't question the effort of the Wildcats. Unfortunately, the execution just a little bit poor. Bingham again.
There you go.
It's habitual. And that's a nice play. Anderson give and go with Josie Bingham. She scores.
She needed that goal just to settle herself. She's missed a few, so.
Back to 18. That was the half-time margin. Hannah Sage comes out. Needs to get a groove back in the shooting range. And that one again goes wide. Off the hand was always missing. And we've We've got, Lesage on the contact. Yes.
Yep.
So Wall with it now, down the court. Baird flying through the mid. Finds Donnelly, she can't handle it. Isabel Shearer picks it up. There, beautiful pass to Hannah Lesage. This is nice play by QUT, nice and steady. They find the shooter, they do. And Alicia Adams, brilliant. She's had a big day out, and by big day out, I mean on the scoreboard. And what's the stats say? 29 from 31 at 94%.
Pretty amazing stats for a shooter.
Donnelly, nowhere to go, has to go to the pocket. Anderson can't handle it, and the ball just goes out. So back with Lily Gribble. Fires it to a partner in crime in Danielle Taylor. They are working well together. Nice drive by Maddie Davies. There, and at centre.
Rennie had a look at it.
Brilliant work. I think Rennie's a bit shy. I don't know, it's probably not the right word, but just after that clash of bodies, she sort of, there's been a couple she could have come out, and normally she would.
Pulls out.
She's pulled out a couple of times,
yeah.
So it was a pure accident. Oh, and down goes Davies, and she took out Lesage at the same time. Bit of 10-pin bowling out there, Kel.
Yeah, swiping the floor. Yep.
So back with Lesage. Steps back and shoots beautifully. Needs to keep that going. That's the big difference. So now with Donnelly. Has to go back. Long ball out to Bingham. Pulls it in and lays it up, but can't get it. So Lesage. There. Back to Shearer. Back to Veve. Maddie Davies, a nice clearing run. And a lovely pass into the space. Alicia Adams pulls it in and scores. Goal number 30 for her from 32. And we're back with QUT. Nice work. Lesage, beautiful. That was a nice drive. Took the middle channel, swung out late into the pocket. And the nice release to Adams. So Adams doing what Adams does. And that score lots and lots of goals. Isabel Shearer get caught for that one. Looks clean for me. No, she's out of play. Come back, says umpire Winterbom. Anderson out. Looks down. Finds Bingham. Bingham back to the defenders. They can't get it into that circle.
Just QUT's defence, covering all options there. There's nothing coming to the ball, so they really need to work out their attacking end.
They do indeed. They get a lob over to Chloe Bingham. She draws the contact. And she has an opportunity here to eat into this margin of 23. She misses, but gets her own rebound. Nice play by her. Leans back for the shot and scores. So 40 to 18, 22 the diff. It was 18 at the half, so they lead the quarter by 4.
Yeah.
Nice work here, Lesage looks in. That's a lovely pass. Rennie getting caught behind. That's not the place to play Alicia Adams.
You need to be up on your toes and moving around.
Again, Lesage misses. So she's 1 from 3 in this quarter.
Well, they need to convert this turnover now.
And ball goes wide down the channel, far side of the court. Donnelly, nowhere to go, fires it in.
It was a great drive to the top of the circle by Josie Bingham.
Anderson, a footwork call. It's disappointing.
Nothing is going right for the Wildcats at the moment.
There really isn't. There. QUT are playing well, but not brilliant.
Yeah.
So they've got another gear to go. We saw flashes of it in the first quarter when they put on 24, but since then they've sort of played within themselves. So back with the Wildcats. Margin is 23. We've got 8 to play in the third quarter, the championship quarter. Anderson looks down, finds Donnelly. And nice work by Anderson. She got herself into the circle and the shot.
She converts.
41 to 19. Anderson trying extremely hard. Maddie Davies draws the contact, finds Lesage. It's on. Just slows up slightly. Now we're back with Hannah Lesage. Steps in, looking for some confidence on the shot. Again, misses. with the Wildcats. I think Lesage has 1 from 4 since he's come on. The GA's combined for QUT, 8 from 15 at 53%. Standout numbers today.
Yep.
Adams, 33 from 35 at 94. That only tells half the story. It's with the ease of which they've been finding her.
Yeah, that's right. There's just the lack of pressure down the court. And again, they find themselves with another turnover.
Adams, unfortunately, couldn't hang on to that. Sorry, not Adams. Anderson couldn't hang on to that one. Look at the pace there. Danielle Taylor brings the ball down the court beautifully. Give and go with Verver.
Oh, great work from Mould.
Brittany Mould got a hand on that one. So Davies looking, finds Adams. Adams a no-look
Mould
pass.
again.
Mould does well, but the shoelaces again.
Yeah.
They went offside. We're going to get the Velcro back, I reckon.
Yeah, we
just
have
got
to.
Push it.
Yep.
Let's talk to our good friends Mizuno. Bring back the Velcro.
Great work, Rennie.
Rennie
She got one.
got a hand up there.
Yes.
Adams spilt it, and a footwork call coming back the other way. Coach Lynch must be a bit frustrated at the moment. So the turnover number is rising for the Wildcats. They're at 31. QUT just at 24. We've got a contact call here. So looks like we've got some changes for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
I think that is, oh, I'm not sure who it is. Oh, Hallie Geyer, my apologies. So Geyer out there. She's at goal defence. Mould goes long, finds Bingham.
Really good long ball.
Anderson under the post, beautiful pass by Bingham to Anderson. That's goal 20.
That's what I mean. I mean, they're showing little pieces of potential, you know. They just need to make that happen more than often.
So, not sure what you do, Kel, but when I coach, particularly when I'm coaching at high level, I try and work out a numeric number, and I use it up by time of what the team's playing. So, you know, usually early on the campaign, you play a game, you say your team's probably playing 20 minutes. You know, and by the time you get to Nationals or wherever you're going, you hope you're up around that sort of 52, 54-minute mark. 60, of course, is the ultimate goal that most teams don't ever get to that point. You'd say that the Wildcats are probably playing about half a game, about 30 minutes. And that's no reflection. Their effort is there. It's just that they do some not smart options, and it's just costing them turnover ball all the time. And
it's like they're playing themselves out of the game.
They absolutely are. So you look at you take out the quarter time score. What was the quarter time score? 24-7.
Yeah.
So we take that off, and it's at the moment it is, how's my maths? 18 to 13. If I've done that right, 18 to 13 since quarter time. So they've, you know, they're putting in the effort now, and it's just, and look, that's a big effort play there too. Like Bingham chased her own shot in, got her own rebound, and gets the putback. So again, you take out that 24, so we're now at 18 to 14. So it's a 4-goal margin since quarter time. So that's the thing. But the first quarter, it's sort of set the game up for QUT. So I don't know if other coaches do that, but that's what I do. I go for a numeric number, and I use time as to, you know, how we think we played. So and the ball back with. There you go. You can write that one down, Kel.
I will.
Yeah.
I'm making notes.
Oh, I've got some good jokes too.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of them today.
Yeah, you haven't laughed once. I need some new material, peeps. Send me through some dad jokes or something like that.
Does that mean they're good jokes then? Or?
No idea.
I've got no sense of humour.
So, I think we both need to get out more, Kel. So margin's 20, QUT with it. Davies fires it across to Lesage, and it's give and go with Lesage. Nice work. Can she get the shot in? And gets the obstruction and the shot. Lovely shot by her. Maybe that's the kickstart she's looking for. 43 to 22. And they fire it across. Anderson with the ball. Has to go back to Geyer. Josephine Bingham.
Well, she settled nicely into that wing attack position, and there's a lot better structures happening down that end.
She has indeed, and we've got no goal. It's contact on Anderson. Anderson's been called for the contact on Lily Gribble. So we play on. And that was unfortunate because that was a nice play, the Wildcats.
I know, it was such a great transition and move that they've been, you know, they've got another opportunity. Replay ball.
The little things are killing the Wildcats at the moment. Not getting any joy from the umpires. Not that I'm saying that the calls aren't correct.
No.
So, Lesage, she hit her last one. That one, again, just swung off the hand. I still believe it's the position of the hand on the ball.
Yep.
So, let's have a look-see here. We've got good vision. She corrects there. That was nice. Fingers pointing exactly where she wanted the ball to go. So 44 to 22. Yeah, double the score. We've got a guy out of play. And it falls back the way of Veve. So Veve with it. Wants Davies, wants it, doesn't get it. Goes to Hannah Lesage. Great pass into Adams.
It was all set up. Adams had the screen on Rennie there, letting Lesage get that pass and then putting herself in that position for that nice little pop over.
Adams gets goal number 34, I think. 34 out of 37. And that's what the stats are telling me. And I think last year, I'm doing this from memory, I've got nothing written down. I'm pretty sure the most goals she scored in a game was 53.
Oh.
So we'll see if she gets close to that today. 37 to, at the moment, attempts, and she's got 34.
Big ass, what is that? What, 20 something in
23 and a quarter and a bit.
17 minutes.
So,
providing she's on for the whole.
Well, that's the thing, of course. They might take her off and bring Grant back out. So Veve fires across, finds Maddie Davies, and that is lovely QUT play. And a nice shot there by Adams. Goal 35.
Oh, Bingham was in the circle and...
I think because they're so intent on throwing the fake first.
Yeah.
They don't see the first option all the time. Like that was no hesitation, just fired it in. We need to see more of that. Bingham leans back and can't get it in, but
great
Anderson.
Pick up, Anderson.
The smallest player in the circle gets the rebound. Wildcats cut it back to 22, and Lesage, and we've got a replay call there. She thought Guy may have contacted Lesage. Call for the replay instead. Fired across. Down it goes to Mould. Mould. Evans in at centre. Anderson taking the hit. Timeout. The ball goes in the corporate boxes again. Back we come now with the Wildcat side. Can't connect at the moment. Shooter pass not working.
Gribble there, you know, that's what I was saying. She does well against a holding shooter and is able to time that move.
It's 13 to 9 at the moment in favour of QUT. Wildcats step back and shoot. Chloe Bingham, that was impressive. And they keep working hard. Nice ball here, QUT with it.
Taylor comes up with it.
Danielle Taylor, another intercept?
Yes.
Shocked. Adams fires it across. Maddie Davies, she's been good since she's been out there. Adams has been super impressive. She shoots, she scores. 47-25, back to 22. We've got 12 seconds to go. They're looking for a quick one here. Lesage with it. Finds Veve. Veve will look for either Lesage or Adams. She goes with Lesage. Steps back, draws the foul and the shot. Hannah Lesage, impressive on the shooting. 25 to 48. And it is a 15-10 quarter in favour of QUT. And they win that one by 5, getting the margin back out to 23. So we're going to just keep going through the break. No bills to be paid, Kel, now. We've paid them all today.
Yep.
So let's look at the stats. The one that stands out has got to be the goal shooting start. 37 out of 40 for Alicia Adams. This is her first full game. She's played 3 full quarters, and that is impressive. Centre pass conversion, still ridiculous high for QUT. 34 out of 38. At the other end, it's 27 out of 39 at 69%. Still not a bad stat. You want that close to 80 if you can. You want to score 4 out of every 5 of your centre passes. Yeah. But that's still pretty high. QUT turnover, they're scoring off 56% of the turnovers, 19 out of 34. And Wildcats, on the other hand, they've scored 11 out of 26 turnovers at 42%. Numbers aren't bad. It's just the first quarter's just broken them. They lost it by 17. Yeah. And the margin at the moment is only 23. So they've lost the second and third quarters by 6. So that's 3 and 3.
Yep.
So they've done well. Pride round, this is the last game in the Pride round. And we are very proud to have that for the first time. And we're excited to have it in this series. Netball is an inclusive sport. We want netball to be a place where everyone belongs and feels safe to be themselves. There is a place in our sport for everyone exactly as you are. We celebrate and encourage the diversity within our netball community. Netball Queensland is a member of Pride in Sport, an organisation dedicated to providing sporting bodies with the experience, expertise and advice to assist in all aspects of LGBTQI plus inclusion. And if you want to get more information, head to the Pride in Sport website. It's www.prideinsport.com.au. Lots of resources there. So if you're running a club, running an association, that's where you want to be. So earlier today, Jets 47 over Rays 41, Cougars 55 over Titans 45, and Thunder over the Tigers 56-47. I'm going to go on a limb here and say game of the season so far, Tigers and Thunder.
Yeah, that was very exciting, especially third quarter. So if you want to watch that one back, that would be the game.
And you'll hear Kelly getting very excited. She lost her mind there at one stage. So, socials, of course, HART Sapphire Series Facebook page, Sapphire Series Netball is the Insta, sapphireseries.com.au the web, and for all the games that you've done over the last 3 years, go to the Sapphire Series YouTube channel. If you can't sleep, just turn that on. You'll hear my dulcet tones. Guarantee
like a lullaby. Like a lullaby.
You'll be out in a flash. So.
It's like rain music, meditation music.
Like, yeah, waterfall. So you might have to get up and go to the toilet, but it's entertaining at best. At least last year's commentators laughed at my jokes. So 48-25, QUT in control as Wildcats get us underway again. Evans is the centre. So Guy with the ball. She fires it across to the captain in mould. Josephine Bingham, Anderson, and Chloe Bingham. They're trying to get it to her. They can't. Still with it. Shearer's done a good job, but she can't pick it off. Contact there on Gribble. No play on, says the umpire. And Bingham just fired that into her sister. So, not sure what's going on there. Must have liked the Christmas presents. Absolutely ripped that one in, didn't she? Told you I didn't want socks. Bang. So, that was dead set ripped in. So, granite wing attack for the QUT side. It looks like Littleton's gone to centre. Taylor.
Oh, great chip out there, Chloe.
So is that Taylor at wing defence? It is. And Lily Gribble is at goal defence. Shearer at keeper. The shooting end stays the same. Lesage with Adams. Nice pass by Lesage with confidence. So we're on Adams' watch. Will she get to 50? It's 34 at the moment out of 38 shots. No, sorry, 35 out of 39 at 90%.
Ooh, a goal a minute.
Back with, it's a turnover. Bingham can't believe it. She's frustrated, as a lot of the Wildcat side are. So they need to get that in check if they can. Not sure what the issue is. Now we've got a contact on Gaia out of play. They're attracting a lot of whistle.
Yeah.
Need to clean that up. Oh, from the hip. Sage, lucky there, gets the rebound. You'd have to say the rubber, the green, has gone the way of the QUT side.
Yes.
But then again, the old adage is you make your own luck, don't you?
That's right, yes. And, you know, there's been a lot of, as we say, there have been a lot of unforced errors and, you know, playing themselves out of the game, so.
Adams with it. She gets it to Lesage via the outside of the circle. Lesage misses. Adams with the rebound and the putback. 51-26. 25 the margin. Nice work here.
Great work there by Josie Bingham.
It was a nice take. Still doing the fakes to no one. And this time she just fires it across. That's much better. Anderson with it. Oh, nice play by Anderson. That was a quality goal attack move. Just unfortunately missed the shot. She'll get a second chance. And makes no mistake. 51-27. Margin 14. Well, that's just terrible. Margin 24. It was 23 at the three-quarter time.
Yes.
So Adams steps in. Nice split. Does she shoot? She does. And classy shot from range. 52-27. Long, long ball. Anderson with it. It just hung in the air. Evans left it hanging out there. And that was just too easy for Shearer.
Wondering if you just bring Josie Bingham back into goal attack and get back that structure between the sisters, whether that would make any difference at the moment. You know, it's not that Anderson's been doing a bad job. It's just, you know, even put Anderson back with Josie Bingham. I don't know, you've got to try something different, I think.
So Mould, unfortunately, contacts. Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, the game's gone. It's probably gone at quarter time, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
24-7. It's hard to come back from that. And, yeah, I guess Coach Lynch is still just trying to find, you know, who fits in where in this team.
Yeah.
So, Liliani Rennie. Golar fires it across. Nice play here. Josie Bingham to Chloe Bingham. Oh, loose pass from Bingham. Evans can't handle it.
Oh, Rennie.
Rennie keeps it alive for the Wildcats. Pulls it down, does well. Guy wants the team to start moving. Mold with it, looks down, long ball.
Look in the ring, yeah.
Here it is. Bingham to Bingham. And obstruction call on Gribble. Lily Gribble out of play. Anderson finds Chloe Bingham. She finds the back of the net. And it's 53 to 28. 25 the margin. So they've been like double most of the game of their score. Bingham nowhere to go. Has to go back to Mould. Litherland out of play. Anderson, great drive by Bingham. Hits the top of the circle. Finds Chloe. Shoots. And it just rings out. But Anderson keeps it. I think it's going QUT way. It is.
Wildcats.
Did I say QUT?
Yeah.
I meant Wildcats. Of course, Wildcats are in the blue. Nice new uniform this year. And they're going from left to right of your screen. QUT in the bright orange. We had a push last year, QUT. They need to come up with something. QUT something.
Yes.
And they came up with netball. So.
Well, I believe they are actually QUT Tigers.
They are.
Tigers
Sport,
already taken.
No, that's right.
So, you know, they've got a whole, you know, college field, with all of their sports there. QUT
they do
Sport.
Indeed. QUT Sport's huge.
Yeah.
I follow them on the socials, and yeah, they're always promoting different competitions. So back it goes. Falls away of Anderson. Margin 25. Anderson can't connect with Evans, I think that is. And that one bounces into the crowd. Litherland fires it down. Nice take by Lesage. Grant into the pocket. Screen set. That guy read that one like the old Dr. Seuss book.
So Adams and Lesage are just holding in the same space there, so.
I'm going to give you a fun fact.
Yeah?
And this is a cracker fun fact.
All right.
All right?
Hit me with it.
You need to sit down for this one.
I can't sit down. I need to stand.
When I was a little tacker, I went to the Queensland Book Depot in Adelaide Street in Brisbane, and I met and had a book signing with Dr. Seuss.
Oh, my goodness.
I know, right?
Oh,
I had to buy a book, so I bought a book called There's a Wocket in My Pocket. And he wrote, For David, zigzag, zigzag, Dr. Seuss.
Oh.
It's one of my treasured possessions.
Oh.
I love that book. And yeah, there you go, fun fact.
Do you have it framed?
I don't have it framed. I got my Don Bradman back that's been signed. That's framed. But yes. But no, I probably should get the thing framed.
Yeah.
I'll never sell it. I mean, it's just one of those things. So back with, mind you, Dr. Seuss has drawn a bit of attention in the last couple of years. So ball goes out. It's a turnover in favour of QUT. Shearer to get us underway. Was that a fun fact?
It was. That was a nice
finally.
one. That was nice.
Finally, you found one of my facts fun. We've had a clash of bodies here. It's Veve and, is it Anderson? I think it is.
Yeah.
And
struggling to get up.
Anderson came off second best there. Might have been winded. So, Lesage, great pass in to Adams. And she shoots. We're on Adams' watch. That is goal 44 from 47.
Ooh.
6 to go. Can she get to the magical 50? Litherland tries to keep it in, but we've got a whistle. Evans fires it across. And again,
I feel like half the time the shooters are there, but we're not giving the ball.
That's because we're focusing on the fake to no one. So back with Lesage, Rennie. Davies running away from the ball.
And the smile on her face.
Liliana Rennie. She got that one well. Now, the Wildcats need to reward the effort by scoring here. Evans with it. Oh, Anderson again. She's in the wars. This time she runs into Shearer. We've got a timeout here. We're bringing out the sponge.
Out the sponge.
Here it comes. And the young player from the Jimboomba. You said Jimboomba rep side, did you?
Jimboomba Netball Association representative girls.
So she comes out and fixes it up. Now we're just checking it. We're kicking the spot. And we're going again. Let's kick it again. We're checking our shoes now. There's been a change. Alicia Adams won't get 50. She finishes the match 44 from 47 at 94.
I don't know that she realised she's going to disappoint us. We were looking forward. We were looking forward to that.
We were on Adams' watch.
Yeah.
And Paula Stewart, that mean coach from QUT, she ruins it for everyone.
Oh.
Nice work here, the Wildcats, and unfortunately went offside. So, Paul, if you're listening, why'd you do that? So, obviously Adams got bigger fish to fry later in the season.
Yes.
First game back, she's probably tanked.
Yeah.
So,
And it's good for Grant to get back out there and, you know, keep practicing her gameplay as well.
Grant and Lesage, they're both young, and it's now back, loose hands here, Lesage with it. It'll be a different type of game now. Oh, nice play by Grant, and a little flick pass over to Lesage.
I think the Wildcats defenders were expecting a call there, some type of footwork call or something, but
It never came.
no.
Guy with it looks down, finds Evans. Evans fires it across. Now Veve is on the floor. Lots of floor cleaning going on today. Across the 4 games, there's been a lot of bodies on the floor. The humidity earlier on was huge in here because of the moisture outside. Probably made the floor a little slippery.
And the ball.
The ball as well.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be the ball.
Be the ball.
Write that one down. So Maddie Days fires it.
I'm not going to write that one down.
You really should. So, and a missed shot there by Lesage. Great effort there on the rebound. So that was Maddie Grant. Can she finish it? A short shot again. And it goes the way of Lesage, but it's bounced out. So Liliana Rennie will get us underway. Can they win the last quarter? What was the margin? It was, let's have a look at our sheets, 48 to 20. It was 23 at three-quarter time.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here at, what's that, 26 at the moment. So they're down by 3, the Wildcats. Lily Griddle chases that one down, finds Litherland. Davies, nice pass into Lesage. A real QUT. Cougars sort of look about them at the moment, the QUT side. A lot of these players played in the Ruby side last year that won the premiership.
Yep.
Got an opportunity at QUT to play upper grade, and here they are on court right now. So Guy does well, protects the space and the ball. So Mould fires it across Anderson. And we've got a bit of dancing going on here. Liliana Rennie did a full 360. Pretty to watch. Does she fake it this time? She does. Fakes it to no one again. So Anderson shoots and misses. Bingham does well. Maybe a footwork? No.
Nah.
Anderson misses again. So the wheel's falling off here for the Wildcat side. 31. This is their lowest score so far in the season. Down they go. Littleton with it, fires it across. Davies does well. Timing brilliant at the moment for the QUT side as they transition. Sage wants to go long, can't. We've got an off the ball contact here. It's on Mould, I think it is. So Lesage has a big breath. She shoots again, shoots short.
Oh, Rennie again. I mean, you have to give it to the Wildcats. They're still giving it down in the defensive end. They're, you know, trying absolutely everything. And there we see Rennie coming up with the ball.
Liliana Rennie.
Yeah.
Has kept trying, but most of the turnovers coming in the latter part of the game. You need to do it when the minutes count still.
Yeah.
So in the 24-7 first quarter, that's when they needed to stand up, try and stop some of the pressure being applied by QUT. But there's still a chance. 25 the difference. They could win the last quarter, and that'll be a big positive for their coach Megan Lynch to take out of this one. Anderson, nowhere to go.
Great spin out there by Evans.
Here we go. Evans finds Bingham, Chloe that is. She shoots and scores beautifully. So 24 the diff. They're down by 1 at the moment. So QUT with it. Lily Gribble gets the ball, finds Davies. Davies to Grant and Lesage on the fly, beautiful, and gets the shot. So back to being down by 2 here, the Wildcat side. Looking to get something out of this match. Isabel Shearer had a chance. Anderson steps back, scores. She's been good at times. And we're back.
It hasn't been her best day out. I've seen her shoot more accurately, so.
Start thinking about who's your best for each side.
Yep.
You're going to name the unofficial player of the game. And the ball goes under the tables. The poor ball girl. They haven't called time. Probably a blessing at 58-34. QUT with it. Fires it across. Nice pass
Great
there.
passing.
Davies found Lesage. Sage makes no mistake. So the QUT GAs, they're starting to get into form there, Kel. A little bit rusty still.
I think so. I think with a bit more game practice, they probably will. You know, I thought they came out strong. It was just, I think since about game 2, they didn't really have a great time. But
so they've combined the goal attacks 15 out of 27, so at 56%. It's up from 53, so it's on the improve. Bingham keeps that one in well.
Yeah, that was really good. And there we go, nice shot by Anderson.
So 59 QUT, 35 the Wildcats, margin 24. They're down by 1. They need a turnover inside the last minute. So can they get it here? If they only lose this one by 1, it'll be the second quarter they've only lost by 1. They lost the second 9-8.
Yeah.
But here's the turnover. This is their chance. Rennie gets us underway, finds Guyer, a nice setup there. Oh, Veve was purring along. Big outlet,
Great
Bingham.
ball.
Should have let it go. Anderson, backspace to tie the quarter.
Yes.
She does. 59-36. It's 23.
Can they get the last one to win it?
26 seconds. Can they win the quarter? Wildcats. Guyer back with Anderson. They fire across Evans. Evans to Bingham and just rushes it. And maybe she should have faked it. And unfortunately,
I think it was the right pass. It was just that miscommunication between the shooters.
They've got a chance. It's still tied at the moment. Grant, can she ruin it for them? She can't. So they tied the last quarter, but the margin is huge. It's 59-36 in favour of the QUT side.
Yeah, so definitely that first quarter.
Well, let's do the maths. You take out, what was that, difference of 17, and the final difference is only 23. So 6. If they had just drawn or gone close in the first quarter, it would have been a completely different game.
Yeah.
The Wildcats, they lost the second quarter 9-8, and they drew the last quarter. So, yeah, there's some positives there, but unfortunately, that first quarter really harmed them. So let's talk Wildcats players.
Yes. Okay.
Who's your best for the Wildcats? Give me 2, Kel. Give me 2.
2. Okay. 2. No. Well, Courtney Baird, when she was on the court, she, absolutely super dynamic. But for me, for Wildcats, the player of the day was Lil Rennie.
Liliana Rennie.
Worked hard.
She did indeed. Got a few balls off Adams. That was the toughest job in netball today. So QUT, they had a lot of dominant players. Who's your best for them?
Yeah, you can't go past Adams and her shooting percentage. That really made a difference for them today. So
44 from 47.
Yeah.
It was impressive. So that's Alicia Adams is back.
Yeah.
So QUT fans, your number one shooter is back.
Yep.
So just wrapping the day's play, and we finished that one 59-36 in favour of QUT. Earlier today, the first game, we had the Jets 47, came from behind, took it to the Mendy Rays 41. Cougars too good for Titans in the top of the table clash, 55-45. And the game before this one, USC Thunder, they did it the tough way, but they eventually got the chocolates over the Tigers, 56-47. Our sponsors, we thank them every week, every game. HART Sports, principal sponsor and naming rights sponsor. Mizuno, Powerade, Mount Franklin, Legassic Jewelers. All the pictures you've seen today on whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or of course our broadcast partners in KO come through Double Take Sport, and we're proud to have them on board for another season. Next week, we've got 4 games. Titans QUT, that's on the Saturday. Tigers Mendy Rays, that's 2 o'clock Sunday. USQ Jets, they're taking on the USQ Jets taking on the Wildcats, 4 p.m. Sunday, and the Thunder take the Cougars in the last one up in Caloundra at 6 p.m. Match of the round, I call that one. Kel, it's been brilliant. Thank you again for your commentary.
Thanks, Millsy.
To the fans at home, thank you for sticking with us. It's been a wet old day in Brizzy, so I'm sure you've enjoyed it.
Thanks for your comments online as well.
And we've loved having you on board, so thank you for that. We're taking a break. 4 games, that's a long time. We've done a lot of netball today. We hope you've enjoyed it. It's bye for now, and as always, be brilliant, people.